Have you ever sat and watched a sunrise or a sunset and thought, this is absolutely stunning? I remember backpacking a few years ago and camping up above the tree line. We woke up and the clouds were stretched out at our feet like an ocean. The feeling that I felt when I unzipped the door is impossible to capture in a picture, much less in words. It's become popular to think that the material world, things that have mass and matter, is all there is. But if that's the case, when you sit in front of a sunset or view a beautiful piece of art, it seems to me that the only way to really appreciate what you're looking at and what you're experiencing is to forget or ignore what you believe. To ignore that the only reason you feel any awe or wonder or any sort of emotion is an accident of biology and chemistry. There's a reaction happening somewhere in your brain that developed for some other purpose, and it's unintentionally being triggered by what you're seeing. It's not that what you're looking at is actually beautiful or wondrous. The same thing is true of love. If the material world is all there is, when you look at your child or your mom or your girlfriend or boyfriend, you don't want to think about what you believe to be true. You don't want to think about the fact that this precious little child is really just a combination of materials that happen to be combined in such a way so that it's alive for a short time, and the only reason you feel any emotion for it is from a biological urge to preserve your genetic material for future generations. If you believe the material world is all that exists, then love doesn't exist, at least not the way we write about it in songs. This thing that you're feeling is really just an illusion. It's a biological impulse that you can embrace or ignore, but it's really not any different than hunger that you can embrace or ignore. So if I believe in nothing beyond the material world, the way to enjoy a beautiful sunset or the love I have for my child is by ignoring what I believe to be true. On the other hand, when I sit here as a Christian, I not only don't have to forget anything to appreciate this sunrise, remembering what is true takes me even deeper into the experience. It aligns with that experience. Psalm 19 says, "The heavens declare the glory of the Lord, the skies proclaim his handiwork." This sunrise is a reflection of the glory of God. The stars that fill the skies give us a glimpse of his power. When I am moved by a work of art or a song, I can reflect on the fact that this artist who created something so moving was created in the image of a God who is himself a creator. I can marvel at the way that he gave us emotions to draw us closer to one another and to him. When I kiss my son and daughter goodnight and feel the love I have for them, I can remember that my love isn't just a biological accident. It's just the faintest reflection of the love God has for us. It is true and deep. And as I reflect on these things, I'm brought even more deeply into the experiences. What I'm experiencing internally aligns with what I believe to be true. And for me, that is far more logical than living a life as if these things are true while saying they're not. As C.S. Lewis says, I believe in Christianity as I believe that the sun has risen, not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else. Christianity makes better sense of what I've experienced in the world and internally than any other competing interpretation that I've yet come across. That is one small piece of why I believe what I believe. If you're interested in content that engages not just the Christian mind, but the Christian heart, stick around. This is The Thinking Believer. We'd love to have you.